Ekiti State, land of honor and fountain of knowledge. Ekiti State is a state in southwest Nigeria, created out of the old Ondo State on the 1st of October 1996. With 16 local government areas, Ekiti is mainly an upland zone, rising over 250 meters above sea level. The state is dotted with rugged hills, notable ones being Ikere-Ekiti Hills in the south, Efwalaye Hills on the western boundary, and Ado-Ekiti Hills in the center. Ekiti State is naturally endowed with numerous natural resources. The state is potentially rich in mineral deposits. These include granite, kaolin, columbite, iron ore, phosphate, limestone, among others. The land is also blessed with water resources, and a variety of tourist attractions abound in the state, like the Ikogosi Warm Spring, Ikpole Iloro Waterfalls, Olosunta Hills, Ikere, and Fajui Memorial Park, Ado-Ekiti. Ekiti State has a projected population of 2.6 million and a literacy level ranked 18th of all states in Nigeria and 5th in the southwest region. The state is largely agrarian, and agriculture employs 75% of the state working population. Governor Kayode Fayemi is the state's third democratically elected helmsman. He has made quality healthcare delivery the fifth pillar of his 8-point agenda. In the governor's inaugural speech after his historic swearing-in, he made a promise to provide affordable and accessible healthcare for every citizen of the state. The Ekiti Free Health Mission is therefore a fulfillment of this promise.
Health, as we know, is a fundamental right of all citizens. Like they say, health is wealth, and our people actually deserve the best from government.
Primary health care has always been the focus of our own health agenda, because we believe that if we focus more on prevention rather than curative medicine, we'll be able to nip a lot of things in the bud. When we first brought this mission, it was pre our coming to office. We ran a mission by the same team in April 2009. It's almost 2 years ago now. And the warm embrace given to that particular mission made us to give a pledge to our people that when we get to office, this would become a permanent feature of our administration's health care agenda.
This free health service or mission is more or less a stopgap in providing these services to the people, at least to elevate the sufferings of the people in respect of healthcare delivery. And I think it's a very good, well thought out program in the interest of the people.
We came in mid-October. This mission came on stream first week in January, and it's just a promise kept.
Planning a medical mission takes a lot of time, a lot of organization, and a lot of strategizing. It is important to do a needs assessment. It is important to know the environment you're going into and what their needs are health-wise. It is also important to know the health-seeking habits, and also putting a team together, a team that can work together in difficult circumstances, a team that believe in the cause, a team that is willing to sacrifice personal pleasures to deliver a service that is deemed needed by the people. So it takes a whole lot of planning in order to have a successful mission. And political will, having the establishment believe and support what you're about to do is also very key, and that we have gotten 110% in Ekiti.
In an indigent environment like ours, primary health care is the fastest route to a robust health for our people.
The administration of Dr. Fayemi approached us and asked us to run a free health mission. He had hoped we would be able to reach 100,000 patients at the end of his 100 days in office with free health care, general outpatient consulting. We were to offer some blindness prevention services. We were also to offer some dental services and health education.
On the 3rd of January this year, this program commenced to go around all the local government areas in the state.
For us, the much more critical issue is what difference are we making to our healthcare situation? And not just in statistical terms, but also in tangible see and feel dimension. We want people to say, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things that have happened to us under the Fayemi administration in terms of healthcare delivery.
On a typical day, we would set out around 7 a.m., get the drugs ready, the pharmacy unit, and have a pilot lead us to the destination for the day. It is also a common practice that we have an advanced team go ahead of us, check out the destination, ensure that all is set for our arrival, so that by the time we get there, it's easy to move to work. So what we will do, first of all, when we get to a site, is have the team leaders assess the area, determine who stays where and what stays where. And we try to do all this in the space of 30 minutes, so we don't lose time. And also the crowd control is another issue. We realize that a lot of people get impatient, a lot of people are anxious, a lot of people don't actually think you will deliver what you have promised to deliver. So moving to work quick also helps us with a smooth flow.
Considering the fact that we have so many people come to missions like this to enjoy the free health mission. So what we do basically is, when we come on ground, we get to know how many patients we have on ground, the population, to know how to strategize, to meet as much as we can, and to see as many people as possible during the mission. So basically it's been challenging, but so far so good. We'll be able to overcome our challenges.
What we basically do here is to meet the people, ask them questions concerning their eye care, and meet the challenges that we think we can. Within the eye section, we have 8 doctors on ground, and we try to meet as many as possible. But like you have seen, it's virtually impossible to meet everybody in a day. We have to get them registered, because that in its own informs some form of orderliness. We get them registered by way of giving them numbers, and with that numbers we select from the crowd. And for those who want to see the eye doctors, they get separated from the crowd. We get them numbered, get them to a particular section of whatever venue we are getting. Then from that crowd we begin to pull out in batches, spread them amongst all the doctors we have on ground, and the work just flows. Now, after every doctor sees a patient, the patient is referred to the dispensing unit, whether the person needs glasses, whatever drugs the person needs. In fact, there's another optometrist on ground to take care of them in the dispensing side. So that's basically the flow.
What we do here is that we first of all prepare on this table. When we prepare, we now serve the drugs down to the pharmacy for 100 transmission to the patients that are already seen doctors with their prescriptions. The interaction we had so far is so marvelous, and we can see the response of the patient. They are coming in numbers, and they all go home with full drugs that are dispensed to them by the doctor. So we dispense drugs majorly for what they have been written to them. We have been giving them all what they have written to them.
801 to 850. are dentists, and this is the dental team. I'm a dentist, and my other colleagues also work together with me. And what we do is, first, we see patients based on their dental needs, their dental problems. And once you identify their dental problems, we do basic dental treatments, scaling and polishing. Scaling and polishing means that we clean your teeth to the layman, and we do basic extractions. Extractions that, well, they could just take off their teeth. So that's what we do basically. And for patients that need drugs, we send them for drugs. For patients that need scaling and polishing, we send them in. For other treatments that we can't do, we refer them to the nearest medical center around.
My job function is to conduct the survey for this mission. I have 30 questionnaires, 25 adults, which will be selected randomly. Then 5 on the 5. We take their weight, height, the mid-arm circumference to ascertain the malnutrition ratio. We want to have a baseline of what is on ground. We want to know which ailment it's really pertinent that we need to really address, from asking them random questions about themselves, about their health issues and everything.
This type of program has never happened, except during the UPN period, during Awolowo time, when we have free health program. It has not been happening like this.
For whoever initiated this type of initiative to move around, to treat people free medical, I want to commend, I want to appreciate, I want to pray for the initiators.
That mo lọ sí FMC lọ́wọ́, so na say detect out pé sugar wà lẹ́jẹ̀, so àtìgbà yẹn náà mo sá ti ń káàkiri, but treatment tán fún mi tí gọ́ọ̀nà tó ṣe wọ́n ti fún mi nírú bẹ́ẹ̀ rí, wọ́n ò gbomi sí mi lára bí eléyìí, mi ò dẹ̀ experience gbogbo treatment tán tó fún mi látàárọ̀, mi experience ẹ̀ rí.
Ètò rẹ̀ dáa, ètò dáadáa ni.
Gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣe lẹ́nu gbà tó dórí ìjọba ẹ̀ ó yàtọ̀ sí ti àwọn ti tẹ́lẹ̀. Ìwòsàn ọ̀fẹ́ láti sohunkóhun bọ̀ bá yá wọ́n fún mi lóògùn òun náà mẹ́sẹ̀dọ̀ ọkàn mi balẹ̀.
Mi expect pé àwọn ìjọba wa tán ṣẹ̀dí pé wọ́n lè ṣe irú kan àwọn tán ṣe wọ̀nyí ní gbogbo àwọn èèyàn náà dùn ẹ̀rí mọ́ ṣe ń sá kiri báyẹn ní gbogbo àwọn èèyàn dùn àdẹ̀dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ìjọba wa.
Thank you, Mr. Governor.
I'm an indigene of this state, of Ekiti State. I've seen the needs of many people met, and I'm happy for them. I'm happy as a person, I'm happy as a doctor, and I just feel that let's do it over and over again.
I would like to thank our partners, DSI, for putting this together with such commitment and professionalism. The people are very happy, we are all very happy, and we know that this is going to continue.
My medical mission experience has been very interesting.
Fantastic.
Successful.
Wonderful.
Absolutely fantastic.
Fascinating.
Looking at the statistics, 130,000 people attended to in 22 days is by any definition an astounding success. When you frame that in statistical terms, you're actually saying that in 3 weeks, 5% of the entire population of Ekiti State has been attended to.
This time around, the people actually feel the presence of government. They feel the services being brought to them, and they actually experience the service, and they can see that it is real. These are not just empty promises made by politicians.
There is a lot that we believe can be achieved in our 4-year term period. And since health remains one of our major priorities, we're increasing the number of primary healthcare centers. We're spending our MDG funds, for example, on putting an additional 65 PHCs in various parts of the state. And of course, that means we also have to think about the personnel for those PHCs. in addition to the equipment that would be in those PHCs.
They ain't seen nothing yet. Like Dr. Fahimi always said, they should wait and see. All we can tell Nigerians, Ekiti people, is to continue to pray for us and to cooperate with us, and let us see how far we can go.
This is a promise kept, and once a promise is kept, it improves the faith people have in the leadership and the government, and there is a quid pro quo legitimacy that comes out of that. For me, electoral legitimacy is fine, but performance legitimacy is much more important, because that is the only thing that can bring electoral legitimacy back.
Ìgòmìnira ọmọ Èkìtì ní kú àtijọ́ máa lè gbàgbọ́ òtítọ́ o, kú àtijọ́ máa mí dùrù ìṣọ̀tẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n mọ̀ ká àtijọ́ máa gbohun rere ṣe lúlú Èkìtì. Orin ayọ̀ ni mọ̀ kọ́ iyọ̀ lónìí o, ìgbàlà kéde ó ayé mo ríra, ọ̀fẹ́ ni mo rí o.